Himachal Pradesh, the land of the gods in the laps of the Himalayas. Hop on a plane, a bus, or even a train to get here anytime because Himachal Pradesh is just beautiful throughout the year. अब इससे पहले कि मैं Mountains Are Calling I Must Go वाले नारे लगाऊं, let me jump straight to the main content where I help you understand the travel route, the accommodation, the budget, and so many things as we journey through some really beautiful places with some mesmerizing views. Our journey starts from Kasol, a small hamlet tucked into the hills. Small hamlet. कसौल का नाम तो सुना ही होगा. I mean, इतना beautiful जो है. Anyways, from Kasol, we moved towards Manikaran to visit Manikaran's Gurudwara. From there, we went to Tosh, another incredibly beautiful village. And finally, to satisfy the adventure junkie within us, we trekked Kheer Ganga. Now, speaking of the travel route, our initial plan was to reach from Bombay to New Delhi by air, and from New Delhi to Kasol. The flights costed us around 5,000 each, which included the return fare as well. But by the time we reached New Delhi, इतना late हो गया था कि all the buses for Kasol had left for the night. So we had to scrap this plan. We could have also taken a cab overnight directly from Delhi airport to Kasol, but that was costing us around 12 to 13,000 rupees for a 7-seater cab. We had to scrap this plan. We instead took a bus from New Delhi airport to Chandigarh, and from Chandigarh to Kasol, we took a cab. This costed us around 7,000 bucks. So overall, 5,000 for the airfare, which includes the return journey as well, plus 7,000 to reach Kasol.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago. I've changed for the better this time. I thought I would never be fine. I strive just to say I'm alright, and for the first time in a long time I'm alright. I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays, way back a year ago.
We stayed at Purnima Guest House in Kasol. One, because it offered killer views of the Parvati River, and two, because we got a duplex room for 3,500 bucks. Once we settled down into our rooms, we had a fine warm water bath, and then we set out to have some food in the pleasant weather of Kasol.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago, but all will be okay. I move on each and every day. The past is where it stays.
Right now I'm at Evergreen Cafe Kasol. If you have heard of Kasol, you would have most definitely heard of this place. The last time I was here, it was 3 years back, and the food was really good. Let's hope it's the same this time around.
We woke up a little early, had some warm Maggie on a cold, windy Kasol morning, and set out for our next stop to have a proper breakfast.
Right now I'm on a trail that leads us towards Tsalal. Tsalal is a village. I don't know if you're able to hear my voice because the noise of the river is just a little too much, but man is it pleasant. It's really, really pleasant out here.
Tsalal is a very small village, and at one corner of it lies Maya Cafe, the place where we had some delicious pancakes and hot chocolate. Of course, with a view. Just look at the river flow behind me. Wow, I mean, it's just not always about tall structures and fancy or luxurious places, but sometimes just a stroll along the riverside is so peaceful. And just like that, our time at Kasol came to an end. If you are a city dweller like me, especially in times like these when we are cooped up in the four walls of our homes doing 9 to 5 jobs, these aren't just snowy mountains or flowing rivers. These are the very places where every cold breeze that hits your face, every breath of fresh air that makes its way into your lungs make you feel so alive in a world that's hell-bent on bringing you down. But there we were, bracing ourselves for part 2 of this journey. A visit to Manikaran's Gurudwara, Tosh, and finally the mighty Kheer Ganga. Subscribe to my channel for part 2 of this video. Support me with your likes. You have no idea how much efforts go into creating content like this, and your likes motivate me to keep on creating it. Thank you, and see you in part 2.
बहुत थक गया यार, इंग्लिश नहीं सूझ रही यार, हिंदी निकल रही है।